In Afghanistan, history has a way of repeating itself. Today, much like when the Taliban last seized power in 1996, rugged Panjshir province is the final redoubt standing in the way of their complete domination of the country, and once again, the name of the leader opposing them is Massoud. I write from the Panjshir Valley today, ready to follow in my father's footsteps with mujahideen fighters who are prepared to once again take on the Taliban, Ahmad Massoud wrote in an opinion piece published in the Washington Post shortly after the Taliban seized Kabul. We have stores of ammunition and arms that we have patiently collected since my father's time, because we knew this day might come. His father, Ahmad Shah Massoud, was a larger-than-life figure, seen by many as a military genius and master of guerrilla warfare who helped fight the Soviet Union to a standstill in the 1980s, and eventually mounted a successful defense against repeated efforts by the Taliban to win control of the valley. Such was his prowess as a rebel commander that Massoud was known by his supporters and enemies alike as the Lion of Panjshir. But 2 days before the terrorist attacks of September 11, 2001, Massoud, who had escaped many close calls on the battlefield, was assassinated by al-Qaeda's suicide bombers posing as television journalists. His death reverberated worldwide. Fast forward to 2021, Massoud's 32-year-old son is picking up from where his legendary father left off. But unlike the Lion of Panjshir, the younger Massoud has no combat experience. He was educated in the United Kingdom, having trained as a foreign cadet at the Royal Military College at Sandhurst, studied at King's College, and later received a master's degree in international politics from London City University, according to the Spectator. His undergraduate and postgraduate dissertations were on the Taliban. As the Taliban gained strength in the years before their final assault last month on Kabul, the Afghan capital, Massoud began organizing opposition against a possible return of the hardline Islamist militia. In the spring, Massoud made the rounds and met with French President Emmanuel Macron in Paris, where his father, who studied at a French lycée in Afghanistan, remains a revered figure. Massoud recently has been joined in the Panjshir Valley by Amrullah Saleh, a former Afghan vice president who declared himself the country's rightful president after Ashraf Ghani fled ahead of the Taliban victory in Kabul. Saleh has called on his supporters to rally to Panjshir to continue the fight against the Taliban. It's difficult to gauge the strength of the self-styled National Resistance Forces led by Massoud. They are reportedly made up of a coalition of militias and remnants of the Afghan army, complete with helicopters and a cached Panjshir province located about 80 miles northeast of Kabul, past the former U.S.